my part of the world, how peace will look like in Congo, but in Africa in general. I believe it's when people change their perception of Africa in general, that's where we're going to have peace. Because as long as one part believes that we are the heart of the darkness, and the other part believes that we are the biggest reserve of the natural resources, we're never going to have peace. Because one part, all they want is make a big buck out of us, regardless of the people living in there. And the other parts, they don't just care because it's just darkness. So I think peace to me is when I see individuals change this perception of who Africans are. I think that's the best gift they can give to us.
So one of the ways to work towards peace is really to educate ourselves in our communities. And one of the best publications we have that analyze foreign policy issues is one called Foreign Policy in Focus. And I encourage you to do a Google search of it, to subscribe to it. And we're lucky to have with us the Director of Foreign Policy in Focus, Amira Woods. So please give her a hand.
So I don't know why I'm up here.
Because you're wonderful, we love you.
I really came to support Pt10, to support my amazing colleagues and sisters on this panel, and to say rah rah to all of you for being here. You know, because what this is about this weekend is reclaiming Women's Day, Mother's Day, right? But was put forward as a day for peace. Way back during the time of the Civil War in the 1800s. Brilliant women, 1870, 1864 I thought it was, is it? Okay, I stand corrected. I'm Liberian, so my U.S. history is fuzzy there, but it goes way back to dynamic women who had a vision of not sending their children to war, a vision of making their basic needs come first. Not battles, not guns, not weapons, not bombs, but food on the table for their children, safe place for their children to lay their heads, a way to send their kids to school. You know, it's those simple, basic building blocks of healthy societies. But what we've had, we could say going back since the 1870s, but really many of us know it goes back for 500 years. What we have had is basically people in power, whether Republicans or Democrats, who essentially see power and their maintenance of power and their pursuits of power as primary. They ignore people, they ignore the planet. So I guess what we're all about, what we're here for, is really claiming a different space that our sisters have claimed for generations. A space that says we can change the world. We can begin in our own homes by teaching our children, and we can begin in our places of worship, we can begin in our union halls, we can begin in our schools and universities, putting out a different vision of the world. A vision of the world at Pt10 and all of our allies here, and certainly we at the Institute for Policy Studies and Foreign Policy Focus share. A vision that says we put people first. We put people first, not bombs. A vision that says we don't see Iraq and see only oil fields. Why is our oil under their soil? Or why is our coltan in the DRC? We need to make cell phones and computers and all the rest, right? That sees assets and doesn't see people. We have to begin to change how the world functions and how especially U.S. foreign policy is designed. We have to begin to change it with a different set of values. Not only putting people first, but also putting the planet first. Understanding that it's so intricately linked. That we need to begin to recognize what many of our foresisters recognize for generations, that you have to take care of this planet, take care of our planet Earth. And you have to begin by understanding the value of what's around us. And I just recognize that spring It's Mother's Day, jasmine are blooming. There's so much around us that in our busy lives, as agents of change, we sometimes miss. But I was just at a conference. It was a conference on women's empowerment. It was incredible. But not on the panel, one of the audience members was this woman who's claiming traditional ways of protecting the forest, finding resources like food locally, and also protecting the planet. We have to begin to make these connections, how the global economy is working, how environmental protection and survival of the planet is a necessity, and how we can pull away from a push towards war and militarism in control of resources and in the pursuit of empire. So I thank you all for being here. I thank you for your power, for your energy. I believe it is the power of women that stopped the Civil War through poetry, through music, right? I believe it is the power of women that stopped all of the horrors of the apartheid regime. And I believe it is the power of women in Iraq, in Iran, in the Congo, around the world that can pull our world back from the brink of destruction, really, to a safer, better place. And I believe it is the work that we are doing this weekend here. I almost said Busboys and Poets, here at Eatonville, here at Eatonville, in front of the White House tomorrow and Sunday. It is the work that will happen beyond this weekend as each of you continue this struggle for change. And I just want to applaud you, commend you, and I want to leave off with a saying that I hope many of you recognize. It comes out of the South African women's movement. Do you all know it? It says, if you've struck a woman, you've struck a rock. You've unleashed a boulder. It will be crushed. It is a powerful message of the power of women to change the world. And I think we have to hold on to that message, hold on to the dynamism of our sisters that came before us, keep pushing forward our vision of change, because you know what? The vision of those who are in power now, it has not worked for the majority of people on this planet. And the global economic collapse is happening as a reminder that we need to go about our world in a different way. So we stand with you all, we hold hands with you, we'll be with you this weekend, and we ask you to just continue doing what you're doing, because it is making a difference. It will continue to make a difference, just as those in the struggles that preceded us have made a difference in all of our lives. So Madia, thank you for the opportunity to speak, but really thank you all for being here, for your energy, for your wisdom, for your dynamism. I believe together we will change the world.